want is right here. We gon' give them what they came for. We gon' take it up from last year. Shoot 'em my shot, boy, I'm long range. Me and the team on the same thing. Stayed down, never switched up. Only thing changed was the game. I'm in the zone now. Nothing can change what we on now. When I pull up, know it's going down. Foot on the gas, ain't no slowing down. Aiming for greatness, no settling.
And when I think about this NC State Marquette matchup, the first of the two in Dallas on Friday, 7:09 tip on CBS. The Wolfpack is a 6-point underdog to the Golden Eagles after taking out, remember, number 6 seed Texas Tech and then number 14 seed Oakland. Marquette took out 15 seed Western Kentucky and 10 seed Colorado. So different paths. Neither of these two faced the most difficult possible path they could have had to the Sweet 16. But of course, neither of those teams cares at this point. My one thing in this NC State Marquette matchup is that this Wolfpack is by far the lowest seed remaining in the NCAA tournament as a number 11. Next lowest, by the way, is Clemson, a number 6 seed. The Wolfpack is also by far the lowest rated team in the season-long efficiency rankings. Whether you look at KenPom or Net or whatever, NC State is number 53 in KenPom. Most of the other surviving Sweet 16 teams are in the top 16. The next lowest team still standing in the KenPom rankings is Clemson at number 23. So if there is a Cinderella in this very chalky 2024 NCAA tournament, her name is North Carolina State University. However, two quick things about that. Number one, this Wolfpack doesn't care at all how they're viewed outside their own locker room, nor should they care. And number two, all of those numbers I just mentioned reflect a full 38-game season as the Wolfpack enters this Marquette matchup with 24 wins and 14 losses. Obviously, the Wolfpack is right now a much different, much better team during this 7-game winning streak than it was during that 17-14 record that it had prior to this. They're sharing the ball better. They're taking smarter shots. And they're playing much better and much more intelligently and much more together on defense. The last 4 Wolfpack opponents have shot less than 40% from the field. That is a winning formula, and I don't think many people expected that of this year's Wolfpack on the defensive side of the ball. With all that stuff in mind, NC State coach Kevin Keatts has emphasized that one of the biggest reasons for the Wolfpack's turnaround this year, from losing 7 of their last 9 regular season games to putting together this magical 7-game winning streak, has been the Pack players limiting their own mistakes, including turnovers. I would not call Marquette an elite team on defense, but the Golden Eagles under Coach Shaka Smart are really good at creating turnovers and turning them into fast break buckets. This new Wolfpack has taken very good care of the ball overall, with Michael O'Connell stabilizing the point guard position, DJ Horn offering another very good ball handler on the wing, and even Casey Morsell in most Wolfpack lineups can be a third ball handler. Obviously, however this game unfolds, the Pack absolutely cannot let Marquette, a top 25 team in defensive efficiency, turn turnovers into easy buckets. Final fun fact, with that new and improved Wolfpack defense in mind, Marquette is 25-2 when it hits at least 44% of its shots. The Marquette Golden Eagles are 2-7 when they fall short of that 44% field goal mark. That is one thing that I will be watching closely on Friday night in Dallas. The Lawson Insurance Group in Raleigh is a family-owned business led by 3 actual brothers who happen to be huge sports fans: Ken Lawson, Miller Lawson, and Michael Lawson. I know these guys, I trust these guys, and I send these guys my own insurance business and that of my family. The next time you have insurance needs, I hope you'll do the same. The Lawson Insurance Group is known for its commitment to community and its dedication to ensuring that North Carolinians and their businesses are prepared for life's inevitable challenges, with the reminder that as a high street insurance partner, Lawson Insurance Group offers local expertise and support that, combined with High Street's extensive national resources, means more choice and support for you as their client. To learn more, search Lawson Insurance Group online. The Lawson Insurance website will be the first link that pops up.
when you look at Marquette, they're coached by a guy that people around the ACC know. College basketball fans, they know Shaka Smart. Former assistant coach at Clemson. He's been the head coach at Texas. He's been an assistant coach at Dayton and assistant coach at the University of Akron. Shaka Smart's been around. What are some of the tendencies that you can expect from a Shaka Smart team that also this guy took Virginia Commonwealth to the Final Four?
Yeah, one of them, it's not quite the havoc defense that he almost trademarked when he was a very successful coach at VCU. Remember, he took them on that magical Cinderella run years ago that caught the attention of a lot of schools that wanted to hire him, including some ACC schools, but he ended up at Texas, and now he's back in his hometown with Marquette. One thing I mentioned earlier, the creating turnovers and easy buckets, that's still part of his formula, although he doesn't rely on it nearly as much as when he was at VCU, for example. But one thing to watch with this Marquette team is that they have a lot of experience as well. Their star guard, a unanimous first-team All-Big East guy, is Tyler Kolek. He's a senior. Their best big man, Oso Ighodaro, second-team All-Big East, 6'11", 235 down low, a big body, not quite as big as DJ Burns, but a big body down low for Marquette. He's a senior. The other three starters are juniors, and one of them, Cam Jones, the leading scorer for the Golden Eagles at 17 points per game. He hits 40+% of his threes. Tyler Kolek hits 40+% of his threes. So that part of Shaka Smart's way, if you will, is still in play. Those two starting guards can absolutely light it up from three-point land, but they also can take you off the dribble. They also have a defensive specialist who often starts. His name is Stevie Mitchell. He's a 2-year starter, so he knows Shaka's system. Not as much of a three-point shooter, but he does drive the ball well. And then he's a steals guy. He's the type that can turn a turnover into an easy bucket at the other end. So it's a well-shaped team under Shaka Smart. Those 4 of the 5 starters were there as starters last year as well. When they won the Big East regular season title, they won the Big East tournament title. That was a year ago. This is Shaka's 3rd season at Marquette, and these are all his guys. All 5 starters have been with Shaka at Marquette all 3 years that he has been the head coach there. So these guys are good, man. I have to remind, I love this NC State magical run, but folks need to remember that Marquette is a 2 seed for a reason, and that 27-9 record, which is impressive in itself, I think is even more impressive because 3 of those losses are to the number 1 overall seed in this entire tournament, UConn. So basically Marquette is 27-6 against everyone not named UConn, which might be an even better reflection of how good they are and why they're a number 2 seed. Marquette won at Illinois, which is a really good team. They beat Kansas in Maui and played Purdue to the wire out in Hawaii. They beat Texas. They split with a really good Creighton team that's a number 3 seed and still standing in this NCAA tournament. They also just beat a very good Colorado team in the round of 32 to set up this matchup against the Wolfpack on Friday night. Quick notes about those starting guards for the Golden Eagles, because we know the Wolfpack personnel better around here. Cam Jones, the wing guard, has been on an incredible offensive run over the past month in particular. He's averaging 24 points per game, and he is hitting 52+% of his three-pointers over his last 10 games. That's about as hot as it gets. Anyone who saw Marquette's earlier games got a little eyeful of that, but that's the role he's been on, not just in this tournament, but over a month now. Tyler Kolek actually missed 6 games with an oblique injury earlier this season, but he has played extremely well lately and says he's glad he took that break because he's not sure if he'd be up to this task if he had not taken that time off. I mentioned to you previously, Mike, and this is an important part of Marquette's way as well. When I talked about that minutes continuity number at kenpom.com, instead of looking at roster turnover from year to year, it looks at rotation and productivity turnover, which obviously matters a lot more, right? If your 4 starters leave, that's a much bigger deal than if the last 4 guys on the bench graduate or transfer or whatever. Anyway, Marquette is number 3 in the nation in the category of minutes continuity. These guys know their system. They know each other. They know what Shaka Smart wants from them. And that's among the many things that add up to make these Golden Eagles very difficult to beat. To me, the Wolfpack's best chance at what would be an upset, I know we've said that a lot of times lately about the Wolfpack, and they keep cranking out upsets. The Pack last I saw is a 6-point underdog to Marquette. To me, the Wolfpack's best chance at an upset here is going to be asking DJ Burns for one more big game inside and asking DJ Horn for one more big game as a scorer from the perimeter. Whether that's three-point shooting or driving to the bucket, doesn't matter. Marquette tends to get in your grill and make you put it on the floor, but DJ Horn is very capable of doing that. I don't think the Pack is going to just shut down the Marquette offense the way they have been on that role defensively. But I do think the Pack has a chance to keep up with the Golden Eagles by attacking the basket, maybe getting Marquette's one great big guy, Iguodaro, in foul trouble, maybe testing the Golden Eagles' depth a little bit. Shaka Smart used only 7 guys in that win over Colorado. And to me, just watching that game on TV, his guys looked really, really tired down the stretch of that game. I saw the Wolfpack in person in Washington, D.C., and even in the 5th of those 5 wins in 5 days, I didn't think the Wolfpack looked just tongue-dragging tired. I do think Marquette looked that tired at the end of that win over Colorado. The Wolfpack mainly uses 7 guys as well, so if either team can get a key player on the opposing team in foul trouble, that would be a huge advantage down the stretch. One thing to mention on the Wolfpack, since I've talked so much about Marquette, the Pack is one of the most experienced teams left in the NCAA tournament. UNC is one of those. Creighton is one of those. Illinois is one of those among the teams still standing. Keep in mind, DJ Burns is in his 6th year of college basketball. DJ Horn's in his 5th year of college basketball after stops at Illinois State and Arizona State for 2 seasons each. Casey Morsell is in his 5th year of college basketball, 2 at UVA, 3 with the Wolfpack under Kevin Keats. Mo Diarra is a former junior college star, now in his 4th year of college basketball. Michael O'Connell is in his 4th year after those 3 seasons at Stanford. Every guy in the Wolfpack 7-man rotation is at least a junior. They're going to need an intelligent, mature, poised, smart effort to beat Marquette, which is a very experienced team, as I outlined earlier, too. Ideally, Casey Morsell can slow down Marquette's leading scorer, Cam Jones, the red-hot guard. Ideally, DJ Burns can get Marquette's best big man, Oso Iguodaro, in foul trouble. Ideally, Michael O'Connell can just kind of survive that point guard matchup with a really good player in Tyler Kolek, although that might be asking too much. We'll see. The winner, of course, gets the Houston-Duke winner on Sunday night. So we could have anything from an all-ACC matchup in Dallas on Sunday night to no ACC teams or in between, man, because there are 4 capable teams in Dallas. I do think Marquette's the better team than NC State, but we've all seen the Wolfpack beat some quote-unquote better teams for a couple of weeks in a row now.
This is the moment we waited for. Everything you want is right here. We gon' give them what they came for. We gon' take it up from last year. Shoot on my shot, boy, I'm long range. Dog, only thing changed was the game. Now, when I pull up, know it's going down. Foot on the gas, ain't no slowing down. Aiming for greatness, no settling. Kick down the doors, they won't let me in. Taking no L's, yeah, I gotta win. Watch me kick down the doors, they won't let me in. Who running the game now? Foot on the gas, can slow down. No, my team, we holding it down. We know we running it now. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Yeah.